Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching my video, my name is Bolanle Ajiboye. I am a trauma-informed counselor and a transformational coach. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Click on the like button, share with your friends. A lot of people out there need to hear some of the things I'm talking about on this channel. Please help by sharing. I'll be talking about contentment. For the context of this video, contentment would be in two different perspectives. First, when it comes to our lifestyle, doing things that are beyond your lifestyle that you don't have the capacity to carry or to maintain or to manage is not okay. But on the other hand, don't be contented with not having enough. Don't be contented with your victim mentality. Don't be contented with having an entitlement mentality. A lot of times, many of us, we are too comfortable. We have settled for less. We are just too contented with not having abundance. When others are thriving, we desire that success, but we are not putting in the work. We desire a very good life. We admire it, but are we putting in the effort? There is a lot to you than for you to remain in penury. You can do far better. Tell me, what is stopping you? No one is stopping you except you. You are the one stopping yourself. To be content does not mean you don't desire more. It means you're thankful for what you have presently and you are patient for what is to come. Don't remain contented with mediocrity when you can improve on your skills and your potentials. You've got every of the capacity around you to improve and grow. Allow yourself to take risk and to be uncomfortable for success and abundance. One of the reasons why we remain where we are is because we feel it's the most humble thing to do. I don't like being proud. It's not about pride. It's about dignity of purpose. It's about you going the extra mile. It's about you being exceptional and phenomenal in what you are doing. So don't hold yourself back. Another reason is because you feel you're not enough. You feel other people are better than you. That self-criticism, the self-sabotaging thought of, I can't do it. I don't think I have the capacity to do it. Stop. All of that is a lie. You can do it. Most of the times we define ourselves by our past history, our level of education. We don't want to break those barriers. If your level of education is actually stopping you from moving forward to attain greatness, then maybe you need to ask yourself, what certifications do I need? What do I need to learn? What else do I need to do? Probably go back to school to really get to that level of success that I really want to attain. From the external, nothing should be stopping you. Don't allow your past history to stop you. Maybe you grew up in an average family where there is no much, like you don't have the financial capacity to really do much for yourself. It's okay. That shouldn't define you. You can redefine yourself now. Your past family background shouldn't define you. Your cultural background shouldn't define you. Don't remain contented with not having enough exposure, with not having enough educational background. You can do more if you put your mind to it. Whatever you set your mind to, I tell you, you can do it. What are your excuses for not thriving, for not fulfilling that purpose that God has put within you? Ask yourself, are my thoughts healthy? Those around me, are they propelling me forward towards success? It's either your friends are pushing you to attain greater heights, or they are pulling you to that barest minimum level. There are some friends that don't want good for you, and I know you know better. So look within your circle. Do you have such friends? You need a healthy circle of like-minded friends that wants improvement for you, that wants you to grow, that are also eager to grow, that are hungry for more, that are looking forward to breaking more barriers. Every one of us, we need those kind of friends that even when you don't want to do some things, they're going to hold you accountable to it, and they will encourage you. We need enablers of success around us. So do you have those kind of friends that enables you to sometimes go beyond your limits? Think about this. Do you need mentoring? Do you need a coach? Do you need, what aspect of improvement do you need? Is it personal improvement? Is it emotional improvement? Is it financial improvement? Some of us were not good with finances. We're not accountable with our life's resources. So don't remain at that level where you're not growing. You need to grow. I'm going to give a scenario here. Imagine you planting flower seed, and the flower actually started growing, and all of a sudden it stopped growing. At a point in time when you're eager to see the growth from the flower that you planted, you're not seeing any growth. It's stunted. How will you feel? And what do you think is responsible for it? There are different things that could be responsible for it. Sometimes it could be the environment in which you planted that flower. Sometimes it could even be that the flower doesn't have the potential to grow. Maybe the right amount of sunlight is not getting to it. Maybe you've not, watered it enough. Maybe the soil on which you planted that flower doesn't have the right nutrients to help it grow. So what is the point of this analogy? It is just to show you that sometimes our environment could be responsible for our growth. So what kind of environment are you presently? Maybe you need a change. Maybe you need a sense of new breath. Maybe you need to develop your sense of worth and sense of self. If your environment is not nurturing you onto growth, then you could remain contented with that level of growth that you have attained so far. And that is not healthy enough. We all need an enabling environment. You need to ask yourself, what are those things that are hindering me from growing? Why am I not having those healthy, positive thoughts? For us to experience that internal growth, it takes a lot of attention. You need to recognize the need for it. So for instance, what are the books you're reading to even equip you with the right knowledge, with the right information that will push you forward, that will propel you towards growth and success? What kind of music are you listening to? Are the lyrics of this music influencing your thoughts positively? What do you listen to, or who do you listen to? All of this, I tell you, could influence your internal and external growths. The best person you ever want to be better than is who you were yesterday. And that can only happen if you take cognizance of your present situations. Like what's happening to you presently. Are you taking any new risk? Are you open to challenges? Are you trying new things? What effort are you putting into your growth? What are you doing differently? You need a new job. How many resumes have you written? How many cover letters have you written? Are you still using the same resume that you've been using over and over again without even updating it, amending it, switching it, or changing it, or even getting a mentor to help sit you down together to update your resume? Maybe there's something wrong with that resume, and so it is not attracting the right set of employers towards you. There's something somewhere that we need to refocus our attention on, and this is very important. Self-awareness. Begin now to create awareness around you. Ask yourself questions like, what's holding me back? What are my excuses? If other people can grow, why am I not growing? Why am I feeling less motivated? What can I do to change my level of motivation? A lot of times we have this entitlement mentality that someone needs to save me, someone needs to do it for me. My husband, depending on your husband for everything, or even depending on your wife for everything, depending on your uncles, your aunties, your parents, your siblings, or friends. And if those people don't do those things you desire them to do for you, it becomes a big deal. Now they are your enemies. They are no longer good people because you feel entitled to their wealth, to their money, when you yourself can be great. Sometimes when you feel entitled, what happens is you become the victim. There's always this victim mentality. You feel like people are oppressing you, they're not helping you. My dear, you need to help yourself. You need to wake up, get on your feet, and do some things for yourself. If you have a valid dream and vision, it's time to get up. It's time to work on yourself and to redesign your life, to redefine your future. What are those things you really want for yourself? It's time to ask yourself some critical questions and stop the victim mentality. If your uncle doesn't do it for you, he doesn't owe you. It shouldn't be a big deal. And so, strive to do it for yourself. Let people see you, surpass even the dreams or even their own expectations of who you are. A lot of times, some people have looked down on you. Now it's time for you to charge yourself and let them realize that you've got what it takes. Don't settle for less. Nobody owes you. You owe yourself the integrity to go out there and thrive. You owe yourself the integrity to look within you and unleash your greatness. You owe yourself the integrity to think about what your potentials are, what your skills are, what are you good at. Also, you owe yourself to also look at your flaws, your mistakes. In the past, what have you done wrong? What are you doing wrong right now? How can you be open to correct some of your flaws and improve? Self-improvement is a continuous journey. It takes consistency. It takes a deep realization of the need for it. If you want abundance, if you desire greatness, then it begins with you. You owe it to yourself to take charge of your future. Your dreams are valid. Those ideas are wonderful. But don't bury them within you. Work on them. Don't be contented with the little you have presently. You can always desire more and get more. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, and drop a comment. What do you think? How are you thriving for greatness? What are some risks that you're ready to take? Thank you for watching. Keep shining your light in the darkness around us.